Hi and welcome back everyone. Welcome back to a new Black Desert mobile video. Right, so today for this video we'll be talking about alchemy stones, right? So what are alchemy stones and what we can achieve with them, right? So let's jump right into it. Right, so alchemy stones, you can think of them as an additional item or gear, right, that you can equip, right, for your character or characters, right, if you have alternate characters as well, right. So this will be an additional slot right next to your relics. Okay, so alchemy stones will provide additional stats or CP and substats, right, depending on the alchemy stone itself, right. So there will be different types of alchemy stones which you can equip for various situations. For example, this alchemy stone right here, right, gives you additional 20% damage to other players and reduces the damage you take from other players by 20%, right. So as you can see, this is a very good stone, alchemy stone for PvP, right. So there are other types of alchemy stones. For example, even though this alchemy stone here reduces your defense by -50, but it increases your damage to world bosses by 40%. Okay, so in a sense, alchemy stones in general do give you some sort of negative stats, right, or negative CP, but in exchange for some beneficial stats, right, based on the situation you need to use them for. Okay, but let's talk about how you can get alchemy stones first. Okay, so in order to get alchemy stones, okay, you need alchemy stone fragments. Okay, so you can get those fragments over here, right, alchemy stone fragment, either by the Power of Trials or the Ancient Dungeon, right. So okay, if you go to the dungeon here, right, you can see that you can either get the alchemy stone itself or you can get the fragments, yeah. Okay, so once you have enough alchemy stone fragments, okay, go to your alchemy lab, okay, over here, right. Do remember that your alchemy lab has to be level 10 and above. Okay, so go over to your alchemy lab and choose alchemy stone. Okay, so this is the icon that represents alchemy stone, right. Click on it, and over here you can choose to craft an alchemy stone, right, using your fragments. Okay, so you need 75, right, for each fragment, for each stone, right, 75 alchemy fragments for each alchemy stone, right. So let's try to create one now. Right, so the stone you get will be random, right, but I mean, if you're lucky you might get red, but most of the time you will be getting orange alchemy stones. And of course, if you have enough space in your inventory, right, or if you have enough alchemy stone fragments, you can do the automated crafting, yeah. Okay, so this is if you're lucky, right? Look at this, right? We got lucky. So sometimes you get orange, sometimes you get red. Okay, so this is one way of getting alchemy stones. Okay, another way is if you already have alchemy stones, right? So you can combine existing alchemy stones, right? For example, right, okay, we have selected 3 orange alchemy stones, right? So okay, to do this, right, you need to spend around 120,000 silver, and this will give you back around 35 alchemy stone fragments. Okay, so when you combine orange alchemy stones, right, there is a small chance for you to get back red alchemy stones, right, but it depends on your luck, but most of the time you get back orange alchemy stones. Okay, so this is another way to maybe try luck in getting a higher grade alchemy stone. So now we know how to get alchemy stones, but how do we improve, right, alchemy stones, right? So one way is through enhancing your alchemy stones, right, which is this icon over here, right? So to enhance your alchemy stone, so for example, let's try this alchemy stone, right? So this gives you an increase of 17 attack and defense and 50% critical hit damage, right? Right, so it's at +0 now. Okay, so if I click on this, right, so what you need to enhance alchemy stones will be this, right? This is your Calphas Trace, right? If I translate it, okay, so you need this Calphas Trace that looks like a golden dust, yeah, right? You need a lot of it, right? So do remember that this percentage here, right? Notice that this percentage here, okay. For example, if I make it +1, right? Yeah, the stats increase, right? Okay, if I try and make it to +2, for example, if I click on this, right? Notice that this progress bar increases to 33%. Okay, but do note that, right, this is not the chance to enhance it. Okay, so for example, if I enhance now, right? Yeah, nothing is going to happen, right? The reason for that is because this is just the progress bar, right? So only when this reaches 100%, right? Yeah, you will see this number go from +1 to +2, right? So do remember that. So once again, let me stress on this point that this percentage here is not a chance to enhance your alchemy stone, okay? Right, it is just the progression, right, to the next enhancement level for alchemy stone. Okay, so that will be different from enhancing your weapons or your armor, right? So to show you once again, right? So for this alchemy stone, right, it starts at 33%, right? Let's remove it. Okay, we're gonna choose this. This is 0%. Remove it. And let's go back to this, right? Notice that this is back to 33% for this alchemy stone, right? So think of this percentage as, okay, as a progression, right? Not the chance to enhance, okay? So what happens, okay, so over here you can see that, right, as we enhance, the stats increase, right? So what is the maximum enhancement level for alchemy stone, right? Obviously, as players, we want to get the best enhancement levels, right? Even for alchemy stones, right? So let's take a look, right? So the best we can get is +30, okay? As you can see over here, okay. But what happens after +30, right? How do we improve it further, okay? Okay, so before that, let's try and get it to +30 first, yeah? Right, hopefully we have enough, okay, yes. Right, we do have enough Calphas Trace, right, for this. Okay, so this is around 50 million. Right? We'll do it just to show you how we can improve this further. Okay. Okay, next. So after +30, right, this is the maximum you can enhance. Okay. To go further than +30, right, you need to awaken your alchemy stone, right? Or rather, you can only awaken alchemy stones that are +30. Okay. So to awaken an alchemy stone, right, you need 30,000 of the Calphas Trace, right? Since we are missing some, okay, let's go to our camp storage to get more. Okay. Okay, Calphas Trace. Okay, we might not have enough. Okay, so we have 12,000 here. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get more from the shop here. Okay, we can get 6,000 here. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, we can get another 6,005 here. Okay, so we'll get it. so we are not able to get any from this anymore. So let's check the other places where we can get the Calphas Trace, right? Okay, so now we should have around. Okay, let's check it out, right? To awaken an alchemy stone that is plus 30, okay, you need 30,000. So we are missing a 5,000, okay? Okay, since we do not have enough, right, Calphas Trace, okay, we'll skip this step and we'll jump forward to an alchemy stone that has already been awakened. Right, so you can see over here we have 4 different alchemy stones that have already been awakened. Okay, so to know whether an alchemy stone is awakened or not, right, you will see an additional border around the alchemy stone, right? For example, okay, yeah. So let's try to. Okay, so after an alchemy stone has been awakened, right, you can further enhance it using the same type of alchemy stone, right? For example, here, right. For example, from 4, right, to 5, right? Right. There's an increase in stats, okay? So depending on what alchemy stone you are trying to enhance, right, the stats or sub-stats, right, that will increase will be different, yeah? Right, for example, right, this is an alchemy stone that increases your attack, defense, and the chance for you to get the boxes that monsters drop. Okay, so you can use the same type, okay, of alchemy stone to further enhance it, right, after awakening. Okay, so you can see that from 2 we enhanced it to 3, right? So this is the new enhancement system after plus 30 and after awakening of your alchemy stone. Okay, so hopefully this video on alchemy stone has been helpful to you. If you do find it helpful, right, do remember to share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, so as always, right, stay awesome and do look forward to our upcoming videos as well, right? So cheers.